Welcome back to another Pokemon Following Friday, where every single Friday morning I post a video going through last week's sales of sealed Pokemon products and Pokemon cards that are currently going down in price. But we do got to give thanks to our video sponsor today, and that is Platinum Protectors. If you guys are in the market for any cases for any of your collectibles, they got you covered. I mean, they got cases for action figures, die-cast, Funko Pops, movie box, trading cards, video games, and comic book protectors. But I mean, they got the nice booster box cases with the magnetic top. They got the nice cheaper ones, which is absolutely great for, shipping out booster boxes. And you can even get it in bulk to where it's super cheap. I mean, a 20 pack of booster box cases is only $39.98. And on top of all that, I got us 15% off in your entire order. You just got to use the code PokeBeard. So please definitely check them out. The link is in the description. You will not be disappointed. But all right, let's get to it. Starting off with some Sword and Shield booster boxes. We got Astral Radiance, just slowly coming down still. That sold 167. We got loose packs for 135, 135. Otherwise 172, 172, 172, 167. But yeah, I feel like it might get to 160. Never know, then it'll probably bounce right back up. Chilling Rain, we got a couple cheap sales here. 200, 200 last couple days. And then it's 228 before that, 210, 228, 224, 209. That 209 is loose packs. But yeah, the $200 price tag is extremely cheap for Chilling Rain. And then we got one left, Sword and Shield booster box. Finally coming down a little bit. We did have a couple crazy sales here. I mean, it was $345, $389, $350, $350, but last sold is $287. So that's a much, much better price. All right, next we got the Champions Path ETB, still slowly coming down. Was 103 towards the end of July. Last sold 101, 99, 99. Not terrible. Rebel Clash coming down. Thank goodness. I still need this ETB for my Sword and Shield ETB collection. 145 it was in May. Last sold 115, 110, 130. I'm really hoping this thing gets below $100. Not sure if it will. All right, next we got the Paldean Fates Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box. Was $75. Last sold $69.95, $61.95, and $71.95. Next we got some Shrouded Fable cards. The Cassiopeia, definitely coming down in price. It says here 178, but I was seeing sales a little over $100. But yeah, if you scroll down a little bit, they're definitely in the hundreds. Never buy cards right away like this, especially for English and the special illustration for trainers. I don't think they really have a bounce back like some cards do, like the Greninja had, which I definitely do feel like was completely manipulated. But last sold 85, 95, 93, 93. It'll probably be a $60, $70 card here real soon. I do love that Sylveon is in there. Can't stand when a TCG player does that. Next, the Pheasantipity is also coming down. This card was close to $100 for a while. That sold 70, 70, 73, 73, 76. Scroll down a little more, and I'm sure we can find some sales here in the 90s. Yeah, 92, 81, 85, 94, 95, 95, 93, 95. So definitely coming down in price. The Earthen Vessel's coming down. Says market price $53.63. The Okie Dokie. Let's see here. Last sold 38, 33, 33. And I think it was in the 40s before. Yeah, we got one sale here, $49.99. Otherwise, high 30s just for the last 5 days. There are a few cards that are coming up in price. I think the Houndoom is coming up. Market price $24.67. That is pretty solid. I believe the Persian is coming down a little bit. Very beautiful card. And I love that it goes with the Giovanni's card from 151. 32, 31, 28, 33, 30, 35, 34. And let's load some more sales. See if we can find any 40 prices. Yeah, there it is. 40, 40, 39, 37, 40, 40. So definitely coming down. Check a few more here. The Monkey Dory market price is $29.37. The Pentarant market price is $28.15. I seen sales on eBay for $100 for that Pentarant card. And then here's that Houndoom. I don't think it was this expensive before, because I didn't see it earlier when I looked at the top 10 cards. So we're going to check back here and see how cheap it was. Wish I did more than a day at a time on TCG Player. Just want to go back to the first. Here we go. 69666699933 19. So it definitely, got shot up about the first. It's a solid card. I wish there was a little more color to it. That's my only complaint. It's a little dull, in my opinion. Just a hair more color, and it would have been perfection. The Dusknoir and Duskull, 24 and 22, that's pretty good. And Dusclops is 15. Pretty solid. We're going to check out this Horsey card. It's just adorable. Looks like this card is going up. But yeah, very, very solid. Last sold 15 and lightly played, $15.99 in near mint, and $15 lightly played. Beautiful card. But yeah, I feel like it's definitely one of the worst sets we've gotten for Scarlet and Violet. Not saying it's a bad set overall, like in all of Pokemon, but for Scarlet and Violet, it's definitely one of the weaker ones. I do like these special illustration rares more than the Ogrepons, which I just cannot stand. And, everybody makes the argument, oh, it has great illustration rares. Every Scarlet and Violet set has beautiful illustration rares. Every single one. They've been just knocking it out of the park for that. Sprinkling some good ones in there. I just wish they would do that more with special illustration rares. But yeah, pretty solid. This Q-Fan is just adorable. Wow. Man, I'm going to have to show this card to my wife. I don't think she's seen this one yet. Looks like this card is coming down. It was $13. Last sold $8.20, $7.50, $9.75. That's what I'm saying, though. Every single set has just awesome illustration rares. Next, we got the Charizard EX from Paldean Fates. Was $120. Last sold $90 lightly played, 95 near mint, 95 near mint. Others before that, it was 115, 109, 92, 113. So about 6 of them at 113. So it's good to start seeing some prices of this card in the 90s. I know a lot of people still want to pick this card up. I do feel like this is the best special illustration rare that we've gotten of Charizard. I feel like they do a really, really good job at hiding the crown. And it really reminds me of a Red Eyes Black Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh! This card has grown on me quite a bit. Next, we got the Boss's Order from Rebel Clash. This card was so expensive on release, but in my opinion, this is like the best trainer in all of Sword and Shield. This card was $45 in June. Last sold $33. Some about 2 of them at $54. But before that, it was $39, $34, $35, $35, $38. So mid-30s for this card. Not bad, honestly. Such a good card. And I can see a card like this maybe going up in value with the Team Rocket set coming out. Next, we got the Tyranitar illustration rare. Still just slowly falling. Was $45 in the beginning of June. And now last sold $41, $29, $29, $32, $30, $30, $30, $29, $25. Someone got one at $54, $41. But I've been checking on eBay too. They're around, $25 to $35, which, isn't terrible. But you got to remember, this card was $20 for the longest time. See if it even has it on the 1 year thing. $16.55. Yeah, this card was in the teens. So next, the Ghastly. I love this card. I love the cards that have all the evolutions in it. Those are my favorite. You just can't beat that. The high was $35 in the middle of June, and now last sold $21.99, $23.99, $22.98, $21.99 for lightly played. Next, we're hopping to Pokédata, checking the Sylveon VMAX. So it was $306 in a PSA 10, and we did have a sale at $315, but we also had a sale at $285, $303, $250, $274, $285. Those are some very cheap sales for this card in a PSA 10. So, a $250 Sylveon VMAX from Evolving Skies is honestly not too bad, because it was $350 in May. Next, we are hopping to Fanatics Collect, which was PWCC Auctions. Another cheaper sale. We had this on last Falling Friday, where the Umbreon sold for $1,100, $10.50. Getting cheaper by the week. Next, we got the Espeon VMAX from Fusion Strike, $276 in a PSA 10. And then if you hop over to eBay and check, the last sale was $325 in a PSA 10. So that $276 is definitely pretty cheap. Next, we got the Lugia V in a PSA 10 I mean, honestly, right now, a lot of these cards off Fanatics Collects are selling for cheaper than they would on eBay. And there's a ton of eyes on these auctions. So it just proves that, you know, not as many people are interested in the alternate arts right now as they were, you know, a few months ago. You know, everybody moves to different things and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just wild to see $325 on this. Hop to Poke Data. Last sale was $400. You know, that was like 5 days ago in a PSA 10. So definitely dropping in price. Same thing. We got the Magikarp in a PSA 10, $540. Hop to Poke Data. The last sale here, $641 in the 10, $551 in the 10, $649 in the 10, $686 in a 10, $580. So definitely getting a little cheaper. And then next we got the Giratina V in a PSA 10, sold for $630. Hop to Poke Data. And the last sale before that for a 10 was $684. You know, it was like 5 days ago. $560 before that, $768, $670, $570, $690, $695. And two, the reason why I like showing you this is I know so many people are trying to buy this card. And, you know, I'm trying to find you the lowest sale. So when you do go to a card show, you know the lowest sale, so you don't get taken advantage of, because people overpay constantly. I see it constantly at card shows. I got the perfect example. When I was at Card Party, someone was selling Japanese 151 booster boxes for $55 a box. Awesome deal. I was telling everybody to go to these guys. It was the best deal that I could find. But there was people all over selling them for $70 a box and actually making sales. Then I even seen some people, some vendors, get up and buy a bunch from that guy at $55 and then go to their table and sell it for $70 or $75 a box. You know, of course, they're not going to sell as many, but they were selling. So you always, you know, got to have that knowledge of that cheapest sale. So that way you're not overpaying a ton. So that's one of the main reasons why I like doing this. I think it definitely helps. I love it when I go into a card show and I know the lowest prices. Like, I don't overpay ever on Pokemon cards unless it's for my collection and I just don't care and I just need it and it's there convenience wise and it's the only one. But otherwise, I never overpay. But yeah, Giratina V coming down in the PSA 10. Next, we got the Japanese Sun and Moon Tag Bolt Latios and Latias in a PSA 10, sold for $1,050. About half the price is the English version. And I think the Chinese version is only like $250 or $300. I could be a little off on that, but I know it's super, super cheap. All right, next we got the Lacey from Stellar Miracle coming down in price. A lot of the cards are actually coming back up in price, which will be on my next Market Monday. But last sold here at $79. Pretty cheap. It was $122 before that, $115, $119, $105, $99. But that $79 is extremely cheap. And then I checked on eBay. There was a couple sales for like $80 to $90. So definitely getting cheaper. And last on the list, we got a Paradigm Trigger booster box. This is a Japanese box. This is like their Silver Tempest. So this has the Lugia in it. Was $62 in July and just still slowly coming down. That sold $57.84, $52.96, $50.99, $57.78, $52.50, $46 right there. That was bids on auction. So that was definitely the cheapest. So, I mean, you know, maybe show them that when you go to the card show and try to get it for, you know, 48 or $50 or whatever it is. Not too bad for this set. And, you know, at this price, I love low risk stuff. So it might be worth it picking up a few of these, you know, you never know. In worst case scenario, it's just $50, like the price of a ETB. So it's not too bad for a booster box. So yeah, that was today's Pokemon Falling Friday. If you guys do see anything moving up or down in the market, please let me know. It helps out so much. And two, if you could do me a massive favor and hop over to my Instagram and please give me a follow there, I would really, really appreciate that. Just know I post stuff there every single day, whether it's from my personal collection or Pokemon related news like sets or cards being revealed. And if you want to support even more, you can now join my membership. It's only 99 cents a month. But all right, I want you guys to have a great morning. And if you want to watch my last Pokemon Throwback Thursday, where we take a deep dive into Jungle, Unlimited, and First Edition, and we check out all those auctions that were $1,000 or less, click this video here. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.